Hey, it's Mike at the Sports Car Hobby Shop, coming to you live from Wilderness Battlefield, Virginia. Where is Wilderness Battlefield, Virginia? I will tell you. It is 12 miles west of Fredericksburg off of Route 3, in the middle of the woods where I like to be. I posted a video a little bit ago about this new project car that we picked up. Picked it up from a guy named Kerry Plackmeyer in Baltimore, Maryland last Friday. I don't know what we're going to do with the car just yet. I've never owned an air-cooled Porsche, but I've told people repeatedly since I can remember watching these cars go through the roof. I've said the biggest mistake I ever made was not buying up every single one of these things when they were $12,000 to $15,000 back in 2007 to 2010 when I first got into Porsches. Huge mistake, because these cars have just skyrocketed through the roof. This car has some issues. Kerry bought it from the original owner, and he kept it for, I guess, something like 15 years. He cut out a lot of the, all of the rot in the car, welded in a lot of metal, but he just didn't have the time to make it pretty, so he etched, primed, and sealed up all of the metal in order to preserve what he had and what he had repaired. So I need to find a body shop that is going to finish up cleaning up the metal work and then get this thing in paint. I need to pick a color that I'm going to be happy with, but I also want to pick a color that's not going to alienate any of the buying public if I decide that owning a Porsche air-cooled 911 is just not my thing. So I'm going to have to balance that. I can tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to do an RS conversion. We're not going to do some backdated or forward dated tribute, something blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing any of that, because if I keep it long enough, maybe down the road, I can see doing something like that. But I need to figure out first if this is going to be my bag, baby. In the immortal words of Austin Powers, it's not my bag. Anyway, the bottom line is we need to sort out the body first. I need this thing out of here into somebody who's going to work on it and not break the bank in the process. So if you're out there and you're interested in getting some good press, hit me up. Mike at the Sports Car Hobby Shop. You can get to me through YouTube, or find me on Facebook at Mike Sports Car Hobby Shop. While that is going on, I can then start breaking into all the boxes and figuring out which of the parts need to be rehabbed. Like I know, for instance, the transaxle, the suspension, all that's going to have to be gone through. I've got plenty of time and the know-how to do that. My skills in bodywork suck, so I know what I'm good at and not good at, and I'm not good at getting a car perfectly flat and true, so I need somebody who does know how to do that I will entertain all kinds of suggestions from everybody. Obviously, this is going out to the YouTube public, so if you have any suggestions or ideas or thoughts on things that would be pretty cool that keep it within the body lines and the stock fender well, that's key. And one thing that I want to focus on here, and I want all of you to think about, I've run spec Miatas, I've raced Miatas in Champ Car, I taught my kids how to drive on the track in a spec Miata. We've had Miatas that made 180 wheel horsepower with a Mega Squirt and a turbo. They all ran on narrow tires, 245 or 225 series tires, 15-inch wheel. No problem making a car do great work on track or on the street in such a narrow, quote unquote, tire and wheel fitment. This car makes about 180 horsepower with the refreshed motor. Comes with 6 and 7 inch rims from the factory. I think it'll be fine with the narrow fender well and with the stock size rim combo. I think it'll do just fine. I'm not going to butcher this car just for the sake of fashion and style and what's in right now and what might be cool for a handful of people. I want to keep this car true to its roots, and if I do anything like putting a different front bumper on it, I'm going to keep all the stock stuff. If I put a rear deck lid on it like a ducktail or a turbo, I'm keeping the stock lid and I'm going to have everything paint matched. So if for some reason we go that route with some of this stuff, I'm going to be able to return it to stock, because I just think that's probably where it's going to end up anyway. So this is the grand adventure. I will be logging in periodically and doing videos like this to update you all. I will also do some videos showing what it is we are doing when we go to start putting the car back together. We'll do some unboxing things and then some unveiling things. But the car's got to get out of here. We got to get it to somebody who can fix things like this right here. And, you know, these doors, we're going to have to find somebody who can work all that in. I want to make sure that, you know, we get someone who's got a little bit of knowledge with 911s and certainly with classic cars to keep kind of the body lines. The car doesn't have a ton of damage anymore. It just needs to be worked. So if you know somebody who's reasonably local to the 22401 area code, you know, hit me up or steer them my way and we can talk. I have a couple of people lined up that I want to chat with already. Nothing has been set in stone. Nothing is, you know, worked out by any stretch. This is something that's just getting underway, and we're going to have some fun with this, hopefully, and you guys will be along for the ride. So for now, it's Mike at the Sports Car Hobby Shop out. Stay tuned. Big things coming.